Alrighty, hello. We are back. I am sorry that what was advertised as a 20-minute break ended up being a 4-hour one, but I was moving furniture and then I decided to do another project. I ended up building a little cold frame greenhouse out in the front yard. We've got 3 others, kind of wanted to see if it, run proof of concept on it, see if it's what we need. And I don't actually know. That's up to Sharon when she gets home in a week and a half, but it's built now. Okay, so back at the Rampart side path, side of Grace. And now I think the Stormcaller Church might be this way. I might have gone the wrong direction to start with. Hi, DLF. Go for the Fulgur Blooms. Careful not to get got. Aha. I was in the wrong graveyard to start with. Golden Rune 3. Golden Rune 4. Golden Rune 6. Golden Rune 4. Golden Rune 6. See a scarab up here. Let's get him. Ash of War Lightning Ram. This Ash of War grants an armament the Lightning Affinity and the following skill. Lightning Ram. Skill inspired by tumbling rams. Let out a bleat, then tumble forwards clad in lightning. Tumbles can be repeated in rapid succession. Usable on all melee armaments. See a Lanedale Knight there. Still gotta respect these guys. Stormcaller Church. Ten lightning great bolts. Sacred Tear. Then in the chest here in the corner, Dragonbolt Blessing. Superior incantation of the capital's ancient dragon cult. Summons lightning to bolster the caster's body. Attacks become easier to deflect and resistance to all ailments is increased. However, lightning damage negation will be reduced. Only those loved by dragons can survive the ordeal of cladding their bodies in lightning. Possible to make that drop and not die, as we saw just then. Hi, Stray Wave. Nice to have you again. Always a pleasure to see you. Welcome back. Just looking for a non-lethal spot to drop down in here. And if there's something a little more gradual on the other side. See a message there, but that doesn't look like anything good. But generally speaking, down here is lower. Beautiful. You see there are a bunch of sacramental buds around the main prize here. I'm doing pretty well, Stray. How about yourself? I'm at the beginning of a pretty long alone stretch in the big farmhouse. Sharon flew to Australia 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. Evening flight, so it sort of feels like just one, but she's there for a whopping 12 days. Alright, so this big, fancy-looking pickup is Amber Starlight. An ephemeral sliver that gives off a pale amber glow, what remains of a passing flash of starlight. If the stars command our fates, then amber-hued stars must command the fates of the gods. Such is the belief that inspired the use of these shards to prepare a most special draught. Cannot be consumed by mere humans. Alright. We gotta warp to Seofra River Bank with that in hand. We're gonna catch Blythe up on what we learned from Selin. How's that? Do you enjoy having the space to yourself, or do you get kind of lonely and stir crazy? I tend to enjoy it until about day 4 or 5. Then I start going a little bonkers. 12 days is a long time. Like, I need to find some activities to do outside the house in that window. Oh. Tell Selin's story.
it's just a coincidence. I think it's worth investigating. I'll be on my way to this festival now.
Alright. Let's talk to Blythe again.
Rodan's festivities. I'll meet you at Red Main Castle at Galen. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We find sword and fire.
Alright. So we're going to go to the rear jail tunnel entrance. Now we're going to start exploring Caelid in earnest, as we make our way to Redmane Castle to, as Blythe was just talking about, fight and kill Starscourge Radahn. He's a shard bearer. We need to get rid of him for completion anyway, and he's the next step in advancing Ronnie's quest line, making our way towards that Dark Moon Greatsword. We want to take this Spirit Spring. This should be the Smoldering Church. And we should be invaded by another Bloody Finger as we get close. Here it comes. Invaded by Anastasia, Tarnished Eater. Transient Moonlight's just too good. Anastasia, Tarnished Eater has died, and we get the Sacred Scorpion Charm. A talisman carried by assassins who strike unseen, patterned on a scorpion freshly shed of its exoskeleton, its claws seizing a heart with a blessed glow. Raises holy attack power, but lowers damage negation. I'm going to be right back. I need to hit the restroom and grab a beverage. Here we go. Alright. Pardon the interruption. I am back with you. Alright, into the church. Okay, Missionary's Cookbook 3. A record of crafting techniques left by a man who, unable to become a finger maiden, instead became a missionary and went forth to spread holy teachings. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: silver pickled fowl foot. I'm the assassin. True. And Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 14. A record of crafting techniques left by roaming nomad warriors. Contains knowledge for surviving in the face of utter scarcity. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: poison pot, roped poison pot, poison bone dart. Here we go. Got the smoldering church site of Grace now. There's Celia, town of sorcery, and where is Redmane Castle? Don't even see it yet. Alright. Anyway. So, after our little jaunt through Lanedell, we can power up our flasks considerably. Add charge to flask with 4 golden seeds. Got 12 total charges now. And with a sacred tier, I can increase the amount of HP FP replenished. We're at plus 9 now, I believe. That's our 9th sacred tier, and we've got 12 total charges. I'm going to allocate it 8 and 4. 8's plenty of heals, and we're really going to start using sorceries in earnest at this point. So more mana refills is good to have. There we go. You even saw the border shift from nice normal grassland into first kind of this burned out waste, and as we get deeper into Caelid, everything's going to start being infested with scarlet rot. For now, we'll follow the road. We snuck through Caelid before when we were really underleveled for it to get some upgrade materials to make Limgrave and Liurnia trivial. At this point, we're able to solidly get through Caelid as we are. Drawstring lightning grease. Solidified grease made from a mixture of fulminating materials. Craftable item. A short string is attached to this lump. Quickly coats armament, inflicting lightning damage, but with a brief effect owing to its small size. Caelid. Golden Rune 3. Behind the slime. Oh no. Rot zombies. Careful of the rot zombies. Oh man. If we'd actually gotten ganked with Scarlet Rot, would have been bad news. Anyway, with that handled. We have the Rot View Balcony site of Grace. And there's that red sky that Caelid is well known for. Shack of the Rotting. 5 preserving boluses. Very handy. See about this ghost. It's rotting. Everything. Rotting scarlet. the very earth that Caelid rests upon, and Celia, town of sorcery. The end is nigh for us all. And 2 nascent butterflies. And we're headed for that minor Erd tree. Want to do our best to do a perimeter sweep and kill all of the guard mooks. Oh, hello. That is a lot of rot zombies. A fleet of them, you might say. Aw, man. Just give him a nice wide berth. Let the rot build up, clear out. There we go. Flask refill too. Needed that. Why is everybody bothering me on Sunday nights? Okay. So we're looking for the path down to this minor Erd tree. And there is one. Guardian Bracers. Engraved golden bracers, worn by the guardians of the minor Erd trees. In accordance with an ancient pact with the Erd tree, it is said that their deaths led not to destruction, but instead to renewed eternal life as guardians. There's a Miquela's Lily. Alright, I'm seeing it now. Caelid will represent a substantial difficulty spike from everything we've done so far. Just in terms of the moment-to-moment difficulty of your basic normal enemies. But, like I said, at this point we can handle it. There we go. Now we're on the path we want to be on. We want to clear out all of these guardians as we go. What this one's doing way out here by himself, I don't really know, but it's alright. Get him just the same. See if we can't get the drop on these ones on the other side. Caleb did suck at first. Well, it's easy to wind up here before you're ready, that's for sure. Being right next to Limgrave and all. I wonder if that one is gonna drop down on me or not. Looks like not, actually. And there's the Erd Tree Avatar. Alright, Summoning Wall, Flask, Golden Vow. I wanted you to get the Cerulean Flask, dude. Oh well. Alright, now this one will infect us with Scarlet Rot with his attack, so we gotta be real careful. Putrid Avatar. See, Scarlet Rot. Get wrecked. That gets us the Green Burst Crystal Tier and the Flame Shrouding Cracked Tier. Green Burst Crystal Tier. A crystal tier forms slowly over the ages where the Erd Tree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction temporarily boosts stamina recovery speed. Flame Shrouding Cracked Tier. The crystal tier forms slowly over the ages where the Erd Tree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the Flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction temporarily boosts the power of one's fire attacks. Sorry, another quick break. I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, we did pull another one at some point. That was an excellent flask refill, too. Guardian Mask is new. Engraved golden mask, worn by the guardians of the minor Erd trees. In accordance with an ancient pact with the Erd tree, it is said that their deaths led not to destruction, but instead to renewed eternal life as guardians. Alright. Back out of here with the putrid avatar gone. It's an Arteria leaf up here. Now we're going to go to where that last guardian we saw camped out is and the item he was guarding. Never can have enough rune arcs. There we go. With that done, you might have noticed the statue up above. There is a catacombs dungeon down behind this tree, which we're going to go ahead and take care of now. Right here. Minor Erd Tree Catacombs. I want to level up here. 44623. That'll do. Alright. Gonna hotkey our preserving boluses because we'll be dealing with scarlet rot in these catacombs. Yay! Oh, nothing for it. Grave Glove Ward 3. Somewhere a heavy door has opened. Boss door's open already. What? Crazy, right? Try the other hallway. Grave Glove Ward 4. Deal with that in a minute. Secret room under the lift. And Scarlet Rot. God of War TV series seems odd to you? I think it'll translate pretty well. A lot depends on who they get to play Kratos, though. I didn't want to use the cerulean. Crikey. Well, 3 Grave Violet. Ghost Glove Wart 4. That's new. White flower that blooms in catacombs. A spirit nestles close to it. Strengthens renowned ashes to +4. Ashes which keep their renown even after death cannot be strengthened by merely corporeal glovewort. Let's run through here. Get out of the rot. Crabs. Grave Glove Wart 4, Golden Rune 4. Take the ladder up. Faking it. Both of them. Grave Glove Wart 3. Imp Head Wolf. Head covering made from the largely unaltered head of an impish golem. Resembling a wolf, it holds trace amounts of lupine endurance. Okay, we're going to be subbing in for this. It keeps us at medium load, but you'll notice it also adds 2 to our endurance, which more than makes up for it. And it's got straight up considerably better stats than the Black Wolf mask. So as much as I prefer the Black Wolf fashion, this helmet's a massive upgrade. Another Rot Pool, Grave Glove Wart 5. Two Sacramental Buds. Oh, Castlevania is great. You should watch the rest of it. Season 2 is where it really gets good, and it stays really good all the way through the end. Alright. Grave Glove Wart 3. Just gonna kind of bait the blobs and try to stay out of the Rot Pool. Take that Grave Violet. There's a Grave Glove Wart 5. There's an Aeonian Butterfly. Let my rot build up fade. Drop down here again. Backtrack to the Rot Pool again. Over to this corner. Right, I got those 3 Grave Violets already. And here's the boss door with a Stake of Marika. It's not an easy one. There are 2 Erdtree Burial Watchdogs on the other side. But, same recipe as always. Use our flask. Use Golden Vow. I'll summon Ingval as soon as we're inside. My buddy died. Got him. Alright. That was not so easy. Mad Pumpkinhead Ashes. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirit of a mad pumpkinhead. Spirit of a mad soldier with a large, brawny physique. Though he has stifled his panic within the dark confines of his helmet, he rampages as if driven mad when agitated by bloodshed or the humming of insects. This mad soldier is all that is left of a broken gladiator. I will be right back. Alright. Always feels good to get through a rot dungeon without ever actually getting afflicted with rot. Take our exit. Note the view up there. Can see a truly enormous warrior jar in front of a coliseum. We'll be over there much later for one of the most difficult encounters in the game. But for now, it's just foreshadowing. Do want to head out here. This is actually a pretty important pickup. Out of the end of this branch is another cracked pot. And with that, we can warp back to Rot View Balcony. Alright. I'm going to follow the road northeast. I already fought that mess of rot zombies, I don't need to do it again. Alright, we need that scarab. What we can do is pull the dogs one at a time. Retta's great bow is excellent for this. See, not too bad. Now let's kill the scarab. Whirl of Flame. Superior incantation of the fire monks creates a spiraling stream of fire that burns the area before the caster. Charging enhances potency and reach. Fire beguiles those who gaze into it, and so the guardians of the flame are also its worshippers. I don't think I can backstab these things, but I can probably get the drop on them at least. really want to take my chances. It was a well-placed transient moonlight, I dare say. One more in the big monster persuasion. Very good. Alright. Start at the back of this cart. Greatsword. A coarse iron lump of an ultra greatsword mows down foes by utilizing its incredible weight. Though handling it likely requires the wielder to have surpassed the realm of the merely human, it is precisely for this reason the weapon is used to slaughter even inhuman foes. Skill: Stamp, Upward Cut. Brace armament and step into a low stance that prevents recoil from most enemy attacks. Follow up with a strong attack for an upward strike. And a rune arc. Never have too many of those. 6 explosive bolts, those are new. Bolt tipped with a shard of explosive stone. Explodes on impact, dealing fire damage. I'm already most of the way there. You can see I'm really dumping into intelligence because both Moonveil and the Dark Moon Greatsword, which is my actual endgame weapon, scale with intelligence. So, if you find all the memory stones, you don't need to spend stats on that, so basically a huge intelligence build for those two weapons and for the sorceries. With enough endurance to wear some decent armor. There's another side of grace. We've been here before, the Calum Ruins. We're not passing through this time, we're actually exploring. Okay. With that all taken care of, we get 3 drawstring fire greases. Incognito, welcome back! It's been a minute, good to see you, my friend. I'd love it if you took a seat and joined them watching. How have you been? going to summon Ingval. Just useful to have the backup. In particular, in addition to all the exploding zombies, there are fire chariots in this area. Like that one right there. Got the jump on it though. You love to see it, you really do. Okay. So with all that activity settled, let's just go back around. That jump isn't working. This here, 3 smoldering butterflies. See another fire chariot there, along with several exploding zombies. Seems they very intentionally made it impossible to get the drop on that chariot. Ingval pulling aggro will work. For letting me get behind it. See another fire chariot over there. I'll know the camp is actually clear when Ingval despawns. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. I might be able to sneak up behind this one. Easy peasy. Probably more corpses at this fire pit. Yep. That was something. At this point, it's like, where else might I have missed something? We got these guys. And these guys. Yep, we've been here too. I don't think there's anything else left. So, why hasn't there been a flask refill, and why hasn't Engel despawned? Well, obviously I missed something. There is still work to do on Talos. I'm just, well, I'm in more of a Souls kind of mood. Funnily enough, this actually feels a little less intense than the ultra-hard puzzles in Talos. Oh, aha! Stairs! That's what I missed. Of course, I'll have to summon him again once I get through, so that's alright. Two mad pumpkin heads. Very good. One more quick potty break. I'll be right back. Alright. Alright, with them down, we claim the Visage Shield. Looks like the front of a fire chariot. Tricksome bronze shield depicting the face of a fire giant. Several tongues leap from its open mouth. The dreadful visage and burning flames are designed to remind one of the horror of facing a fire giant. In other words, this shield has an instructional function. Unique skill, Tongues of Fire. Ready the shield, then spray violent jets of fire from the tongues protruding from its maw. Hold to continue spraying fire. This skill can be used while walking. Alright. Out we go. Three great dragonfly heads. Let's see if we can get the jump on the giant raven up there. It would be handy if that were possible. Oh, hello. Quite handy indeed. Golden Rune 9. Let's go talk to this finger reader now. Show hands. Alright. Gonna warp back here to Astray from Kaled Highway North while I grab a soda. I mean, it's theoretically a movie version of Silent Hill 2. I did not find the trailer very promising. Alright, from here we're just turning west. We'll fight these guys. Only because they're directly in the way. If we head straight west, we should find a find a cave entrance. I'm very interested in Silent Hill F, the game coming out later this month. The good news, as you can probably see, is that Torrent keeps us safe in Rot Lakes the same as he does in regular Poison Lakes. Very handy. There we go. We are headed over here. Spend 2 stone sword keys to open this dungeon. Those 2 keys bought us passage into the jail cave. Jail cave. Right here at the entrance is a rune arc. Golden Rune 2. Okay. Okay. Alright. Behind the rat pack, we've got a golden rune 4, 2 turtleneck meat. Oh, damn. That's me just not paying attention. Vulgar Militia Armor is new. Armor worn by lean, mean, and filthy militiamen. Freshly singed battlegrounds effusing with the stench of the dead. Forbidden lands that will be excised from the memory of history. This is where the vulgar militia serve as untiring, unsung watchkeepers. Golden Rune 5. Somber Smithing Stone 5. Now the reason we just sprinted through, kind of ignoring a lot of passages all the way to this room, is because we wanted to get to this lever, which opens all the cells and lets us really explore the tunnel on the way back. Just want to get everything that's hostile to me. Okay. Five old fangs and a pillory shield. Pillory made to punish serious felons, used as a shield. Though made of good, sturdy wood, it is only a makeshift tool and performs as such. Perhaps due to its use as a device with which the guilty were made to endure prolonged suffering, it raises vitality. No skill. This armament has no skill. If the armament, on the other hand, has a skill, that skill will be used instead. Golden Ring 2. Alright. Golden Ring 2. Aha! Wakazashi! Short sword with a tempering pattern on the blade, a weapon unique to warriors of the Land of Reeds, afflicts targets with blood loss. These swords are considered auxiliary weapons, yet one man is known to wield this weapon in his left hand while using a full-sized katana in his right, a demonic swordsman known only as Okina. Skill, quickstep. Skill prized by the crafty and fleet of foot. Perform a quick-step maneuver that allows for circling around lock-on targets. Golden Rune 4. Stone Sword Key. And more exploding zombies. Okay. Rainbow Stone, Golden Rune 4. Alright, defeating the frenzied duelist got us putrid corpse ashes. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirits of 4 putrid corpses. These spirits appear some distance from the summoner. Though their movements are dull and confused, their low moans make them effective at drawing the attention of enemies. True death does not come easily for them. Sorry, just catching up on chat. When River needs something, she just kind of comes and puts her chin on my leg or kind of bumps me with her nose. And that's usually whether she's hungry or she wants attention or she needs to go out to potty, any of those things. And yes, the world of this game is massive. It's my favorite open world game ever. Like, no contest. Skip the exit. Out the back entrance of the cave, we're back in Limgrave. Regalia of Eocade. Treasured Sword of Eocade, a lesser, long-vanished domain. The copper coloration is not to be confused for rust, but is a conduit for its wielder to move it by their will alone. Swords of Eocade dance through the skies. Unique skill, Eocade's Dancing Blade. Infuse the sword with energy, then fling it forwards in a corkscrew attack. The sword continuously deals damage while violently spinning. Charge the attack to increase reach and duration of the spin. And 3 glowstones. Alright, let's warp back to Jail Cave. I'd like to level up. I have enough runes. Very good. Keep raising intelligence.